Britney Spears just released a new memoir revealing a ton of neat facts about some major A-listers. Welcome to Beyond the Screen, I'm Nate, and these are the top 10 celebrities Britney Spears exposed in her memoir. Number 10. Madonna. Madonna's name is mentioned several times throughout Britney's memoir, 17 to be exact. As a young girl, Britney idolized Madonna and did everything to be like her. Once she gained some fame and was asked to attend award shows, Britney was bumping into Madonna all around the world. At one point in time, she was staying with music icon Cher when Madonna came by for a little visit. Britney claims that she found a mentor in Madonna. Her confidence helped her see a lot about her situation with a fresh set of eyes. While rehearsing for the Video Music Awards one year, Britney had the idea to get Madonna involved on her single, Me Against the Music. She approached her directly and the rest is history. Reflecting on her past following her time spent with Madonna, Britney claims that if she could go back, she would attempt to be her own everything. Her boss, her own parent, her own friend, her own partner, because hey, that's what Madonna does. Spears was in awe of how much Madonna refused to compromise her artistic vision and integrity, something that she carried with her for years, and thanks Madonna for allowing her to witness. Number 9. Colin Farrel. Shortly after her breakup with Justin Timberlake, Spears revealed that she laid eyes on a handsome man named Colin Farrel. Farrel, who you may know from the first Fantastic Beasts film or one of his several dramatic roles, but who I know as Bullseye from Daredevil. She met Colin on the set of SWAT, and there was no security on the set, so Britney was just kinda able to drive up and pop by for a visit. One day while visiting the soundstage, the director of SWAT spotted her and asked if she would like to watch them film a scene, and Colin approached. According to Britney herself and Colin were involved in a 2-week brawl. What that translates to is they could not take their hands off each other. He even took her to the premiere of The Recruit, where she accidentally wore a pajama top instead of normal clothes. Quite the brawl indeed. She claimed that the fling was short and ended quick after she realized that she was just using Colin as a rebound, still not being over Justin Timberlake. Speaking of which, number 8. Justin Timberlake. One of the most discussed sections of her memoir is of course the revelation of what really happened when Britney Spears and her Mickey Mouse Club co-star Justin Timberlake got together. After meeting JT in the clubhouse, the two sparked a romantic connection. Their connection was so strong, but unfortunately Britney had to make a difficult decision in the year 2000 after she found out that she was pregnant. At first, Britney was actually pretty excited about the whole thing. In her book, she revealed that she had planned on starting a family with Justin at some point, but that this was just going to be a little bit earlier than she expected. It turns out that Justin was not so excited and told her that they were both too young to be starting a family, continuing to remind her that their careers would also need to be put on pause. This revelation may be part of the reason that Justin was reportedly so nervous leading up to the book's release. Britney revealed that if the decision had solely been left to her, she would have gone through with the pregnancy, but she decided to go the opposite route instead. She claims to have only done it because Justin so clearly did not want to be the father. In the book, she said that looking back, it's one of the most agonizing things she has ever experienced in her life. Number 7. Christina Aguilera. Christina and Britney met the same way that most young Hollywood people meet, while auditioning for the all-new Mickey Mouse Club. During the first round of auditions, neither of them made the cut, but they were reintroduced after they were recasted later on, even sharing a dressing room during their time on the show in the 90s. The up-and-coming starlets were pitted against each other in the media and were often made to look like rivals. In the memoir, not much light is shed on this aspect of the relationship, but she did mention that she was very confused when Christina was vocally in support of Britney and Justin getting back together in 2003, writing that she was surprised considering how negative she had been about the situation behind closed doors. She is also completely out of the conversation when she mentions her onstage kiss with Madonna in 2001, which we'll get into in a little bit. Later in the book, Britney actually compliments Christina on her ability to handle her nerves when it comes to live TV appearances. However, Britney also revealed that herself and Christina would often employ the same dancers and would all go out and hang out together, you know, have a couple of bevies and celebrate. But under Britney's conservatorship, she was made to remain sober. She explained that Christina was a bit messed up, indulging a bit too much for Britney's liking. Britney admitted that it would have been nice to let loose with her friends at the time, but now that she's out of the conservatorship, her and Christina are free to party. Number 6. Rachel McAdams. For anyone who may have forgotten, Britney is not just famous in the world of music, but she actually attempted to get a little acting career off of the ground for a brief period in the early 2000s. Following her turn in the film Crossroads, she auditioned for a big role in the rom-com The Notebook. That's right, The Notebook was almost a movie featuring Ryan Gosling and Britney Spears, literally. She got so far into the casting process that it was down to either her or Rachel for the role. In the end, as we all know, they went with Rachel McAdams, but that is a choice that Britney fully supported. Apparently, she started to get cold feet the further into the process that they went. Instead of being in the Notebook, she went on to work on her album In the Zone, putting her creative efforts to good use despite this Hollywood rejection. While we may never know what that movie would have turned out like, I made a little something to help you visualize it. Look! It's Britney Spears in a boat with Ryan Gosling. Thanks, Photoshop. Number 5. Elton John. The Rocket Man himself actually played a pivotal role in Britney being able to find her musical voice after her struggles with her conservatorship. In her memoir, Spears shared that she hadn't been thinking about recording music until Elton John reached out to her to collaborate on Hold Me Closer, a modern duet version of his hit song Tiny Dancer, a song that Britney claims to have blasted on repeat growing up. Spears and John had met almost a decade earlier and got along very well, but she was beyond excited to actually work with this guy who she idolized growing up. The result of their collaboration was Britney's first #1 song and longest charting single in over 10 years. Number 4. Justin Timberlake. Again, hey! It's JT! Again! Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're not done with this guy. Part of the memoir revealed that the baby thing happened, but another part revealed exactly what this man did to break up with Britney. He sent her a 2-word text. That was it. Following the breakup, Justin wrote and released the song Cry Me a River based on his experience with Britney, claiming that she had cheated on him while they were together, which kinda prompted the 2-word text breakup. The breakup happened while Britney was on set for the overprotected Dark Child remix music video in LA. But towards the end of the second day of filming, the director Chris Applebaum told Page 6 that Spears suddenly went missing for almost an hour. The director found Britney in her trailer on the floor with her legs crossed, bawling her eyes out while her makeup smudged. She said nothing but showed him the text that she had received from Justin that simply said the words, "It's over." 2 words was all that he felt necessary to end things with a woman who almost had his kid, and I'm not really sure how to feel about that. Number 3. Natalie Portman. Who would have guessed that Natalie Portman of all people would be mentioned in a memoir by Britney Spears? But as luck would have it, this is a small world, and the Thor Love and Thunder star actually crossed paths with Britney when they were both understudies in the off-Broadway production of Ruthless. They both played a sociopathic star named Tina Denmark, a role that Britney claims felt close to home for her. That's not a good thing to say about that role. Following her split from Justin Timberlake, she co-hosted a New Year's Eve party in New York with Natalie as a callback to their theater days. Now, I've never pictured Britney Spears on stage doing anything other than singing, but the idea of her also acting in a live show is kinda neat. Hey, Broadway people, call Britney and Natalie up, get them casted together in a production of Wicked or something. I'd watch that. Britney can be Elphaba, and Natalie can be whoever she wants because she's Natalie frickin' Portman. Number 2. Mariah Carey. Despite being a mega pop star herself, Britney had a mega fangirl moment when she met Mariah Carey. In the early years of her career, Britney had been a longtime fan of Mariah's work. As a kid, she would practice performing by making homemade music videos of herself dancing and singing to Carey's music. She introduced herself to Mariah by knocking on her dressing room door backstage at an award show that the two had been attending. She details that Mariah was a sweetheart and immediately said yes to taking a picture together, but in true Mariah fashion, she would not accept anything but good lighting and the right angles. She did everything she was told by Mariah in order to get the right angle, and Britney claimed that Mariah knows her stuff, and the pic looked incredible. She knew she had won an award that night, but she could not compare her trophy to her picture with her childhood hero. And at number 1, Max Martin. While working on her first album, Britney was encouraged by record label executives to meet a producer from Sweden. She and Max Martin met to have a little chit-chat. Max went on to become one of pop music's most successful songwriters and producers. Their dinner was private, there were no assistants or label representatives, it was just them and some steak. Within seconds of sitting down, a candle fell over and set their table on fire. They ran out of the room, and the rest is history. Despite their first meeting literally going up in flames, he was impressed with her talents and she with his skills as a producer. They started working together immediately after, with Britney flying back and forth to Sweden to record. And those are the celebs that were called out in Britney's book. Hey, exposed doesn't always mean something bad, right? If you had fun regardless, please leave a like on this video and follow the channel for more celebrity content each and every day. Thank you for stopping beyond the screen, and I'll see you next time.